Okay, hey Math 6. Today we're going to be learning about Chapter 8, Section 5, Area of Composite Figures. I'm sorry if I am a little stuffy and sound like a man. I'm not feeling very well, I'm kind of sick, but hopefully you'll be able to understand this lesson. If you don't, because it can be confusing sometimes, please contact me, find a way to get a hold of me, and I would love to schedule a time to help you out face-to-face, or I'll email you back, or however I can help. If you need more information on how to get a hold of me, refer to the website. I uploaded a document where I included my Skype name and also how you can reach me via FaceTime, because I know a lot of you are having issues with your Google accounts. Alrighty, moving on. So, area of composite figures. So, I took this right from the book. We are going to have a figure kind of like this, and it's our job to break it down into things that we know. So I can see that this is a rectangle in here. If I kind of draw the line right in here, I can create two rectangles, one here on the left and one here on the right. So what they did is they literally redrew them so it was easy to see. Here I see that I have a base of 1.5 centimeters at the top, and then my height stays the same. My height on this one is 1.8. I need to first find the area of this one, and then eventually I'm going to add it to the area of this second figure. Once I add those two together, I'm going to get the area of the whole thing. Okay, so area equals length times width. That's the first thing you have to write down. Area equals my length is 1 8/10 times the width, which is 1 5/10. If we use our decimal operation skills, we should have had area equals 2 7/10. Okay, so then I get to here and I kind of put it aside for a second. Now what I need to look for is the area of this rectangle. So here I notice that my length is 2 centimeters and my width or my height is 5/10 of a centimeter. So the first thing I'm going to write is area equals length times width. Area equals, plug it in, 2 times 5/10. If I multiply these two together, I get area equals 1. So now I can add these two areas together. 2 7/10 plus 1 equals 3 7/10. So the area of the whole polygon is 3 7/10 centimeters squared. So let me just highlight what I expect you to do if you come across a problem similar to this. You have to show me all your steps. And some of you might be a little mad or angry at me, but I need to see that you understand the formula, that you're plugging it in, and that you can find the answer and also label. So you need to have this. Ooh, let me pick a better color. Let's see if that's any better. Kind of. So you need to write the formula, you need to plug it in, and write what the area equals. You're going to have to do that for however many figures you cut it into. In this case, we cut it into 2 different rectangles, so you're going to have to do that twice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you add it together and you get your answer with the label. So technically this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you count the label separately, it's like 8 steps in one problem. Okay, that means that it's going to be worth more points than it would be if I was just looking for the answer in the label. Okay, let's go to example 2. This figure, it kind of looks like a sideways house. Whenever I draw or drew in like elementary school, I would draw like these stick figures in a house. So it kind of looks like a house if you tilt your head to the side. But what I noticed right off the bat is if I draw this imaginary line right down in here, I can create a rectangle and then a triangle. So they broke it up in those two figures. They redrew it. That way they could kind of picture it in their head a little bit better. So with my rectangle here, I kind of have to fill in the pieces. So this side length is 8 centimeters, so I know that's my width. And then it gives me 10 centimeters from here to here, so I know that's my length. Alright? If I want to find the area of this rectangle, I say area equals length times width. I plug it in, area equals 8 times 10. I solve, area equals 80. Now I go back to my triangle, and this is why I really want you to write your formula first. Okay, because then some people will put area equals length times width for everything, and then they get it wrong. A triangle is area equals base times height divided by 2. They wrote 1/2 times base times height. Either of those are the same. So you write your formula. Again, this length here is the same as the 8 centimeters over here. So 1/2 times 8. The height, this one's a little tricky. So they give me that this whole thing from here to here is 13 centimeters. And then they gave me from here to here is 10. So in order to find the height, this little guy right here, those 3 dotted lines, I need to take 13 minus 10. That's where they come up with a 3. Okay, that's where they have the height as 3. They solve. 8 times 3 is 24. If I divide that by 2, I get 12. 80 plus 12 is 92. So now I know that the area of this whole thing, this whole figure, is 92 centimeters squared. So again, if I were to highlight what you need, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. If you count the label as different. So 8 steps. Alright. If there's any questions on that one, please contact me. Okay guys, last example. This is an art application. So Stan made a wall hanging. Use the coordinate grid to find its area. So the first thing that we want to do is divide this into shapes that we know. We know how to find the area of rectangles, parallelograms, squares, triangles, trapezoids. You probably missed a figure, but those are all things that we know how to find the area for. This figure, I don't have a formula for that, so I have to figure out, I have to make it into shapes that I know what it is. So if I draw lines here and here, then all of a sudden I have rectangle 1, rectangle 2, and rectangle 3. Alright, so now it's like finding the area of each of these, which we know how to do. So if you see, they organize their work really well. I like what they did here. They put, okay, rectangle 1, the length is going to be 8, and the width is 4. Let's figure out how they found that. So if the length is 8, okay, you look at 2, and it goes up to 10, but it's not 10. You have to count from here. So it's 2, 4, 6, it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So the length is 8. Down here the width is 2 and 4. So you have to count the amount of increments. You can't judge based on the numbers. So the length is 8, the width is 4. The area equals length times width, or 8 times 4, which is 32. Rectangle 2. If I come over here, I notice, okay, the width is 6 to 8, which is 2 units. That's where they get W equals 2. Now, if I want to find the length, I would say 2, 4, 6. So the area is going to be 6 times 2, or 12. Finally, we look at rectangle 3. They say that the length is 4 and the width is 6. Let's double check them. So the length is 4, length is 2, 4, I agree, and the width is 2, 4, 6 units, I agree. So the area equals 4 times 6, or 24. Now, it depends on your grid. The reason why I'm counting by 2s, I'm saying 2, 4, 6, is because it's in increments of 2. So from 8 to 10, that's 2 units. From 10 to 12, that's 2 units, etc., etc. That's why I'm counting by 2s. So now we're not finished. We have to add up all of these numbers. 32 plus 12 plus 24 is 68 square units. It does not give us the units, so that doesn't mean I can't label. I have to just keep it general. 68 square units, or units squared. Either way works. So you could have divided this image in different ways. Another way that I see right off the bat is if I were to draw a line from here to here, and another one there to there. That would create rectangles. They would be different widths and lengths, but it would still get me in the end the same 68 square units. Alright, this topic is one that we're going to work on the rest of the week. It's one that can come a little bit slower to students, so take your time, don't get frustrated, and please make sure you reach out to me if you do need help. It's a little hard gauging what you guys understand and what you don't, just by trying to catch up with all of your emails. So please reach out to me if you need any extra help. I hope that I see you on Monday. And keep going strong. If you need to contact me, make sure you refer to my website to get my Skype information or my FaceTime information or any other way that you can contact me. I will find a way to get in touch with you, okay? Have a good day. Bye.